Let's see what happens when I completely improv a video. Hello, it's Loxton. I'm in the middle of moving, so I have no time to build a big, in-depth analysis video that looks at a ton of stuff. So instead, let's look at something else. Let's look at my opinions of 5 crossover games that need to happen. Number 1, of course, being what this shirt has inspired me to do, Mario and Metal Gear Solid. Now, how would that work? Solid Snake has already been in a few games that are odd for a character of his type. If you are unaware, Solid Snake is from a M-rated game, Metal Gear Solid, in which you're a tactical espionage soldier, super soldier with crazy abilities, with a really complicated Japanese plot. It's nuts. Not the kind of guy you would expect fighting a bunch of Nintendo characters, that's for sure. But he made it into Smash Bros. Brawl. So perhaps Snake visiting the Mushroom Kingdom isn't so far-fetched, even if just for one level, one mission of some game. He's also already fought Optimus Prime among tons of other characters in another fighting game that I'm forgetting the name of, but I'll put a picture of it right here so that you know I'm telling the truth. Some game where he puts on a question mark block, or just a typical block, as a disguise, similar to how he uses a cardboard box. There are a few Mario Maker levels that took inspiration to this. And if you think that Snake is just not cartoony enough to be in a Mario game, or vice versa, Mario is too cartoony to be in a Metal Gear game, in Metal Gear Solid 3, or Peace Walker, one of the two, he meets monkeys from Ape Escape in their full cartoony glory. Or you could even just full-on have Snake and Mario just combine into the same person. This shirt, by the way, you could easily get through Games Grabber. Yes, the game collecting and collection management website that I frequently plug in my videos is now doing t-shirts. There will be links to all that in the description and more information at the end. Number 2, Donkey Kong crossed over. That's all I've thought so far. Those of you who have watched a lot of my videos know that I love Donkey Kong. He is the best. Easily one of my favorite video game characters. Who would he cross over with, though? Crash Bandicoot. Donkey Kong and Crash Bandicoot would be an interesting mix, since they're both vaguely anthropomorphic animals. At least some of the characters are. Tiny Kong meeting... oh my word, I forgot. Coco Bandicoot and Tiny Kong meeting. Oh man, the fan art. I don't want this to happen anymore. Number 3, you know how there's all those versus Capcom games, as in like Marvel versus Capcom, and Capcom versus SNK2, and the weird one, the Tatsunoko versus Capcom, Tatsunoko being an anime company, and so it was a bunch of anime characters fighting Capcom characters, and it was weird, but it worked. Thanks to that game, I know about Yatterman, and I have become a fan. Or is it Yatterman? Both of them are technically correct, and they're like put all over the place. But oh my word, the Yatterman movie. Let's just say there's one scene where there's 2 mechs fighting. One is a mech of an obese woman, and the other one is a dog. And the dog's the good guy, by the way, and the way they beat the woman mech is the dog just licks the mech so much that it literally orgasms and explodes. Japan, why? Anyway, sidetracked. Nintendo versus Capcom. As a Nintendo fanboy, I think that would be awesome. There's already a ton of fan art of this idea, so I know it would receive a good amount of praise. Just imagine these Nintendo characters in a typical 2D fighting game, as opposed to a Smash Bros. Style fighting game. Of course, not all characters would work. In fact, I'd even say Mario would probably be a bit shoehorned in. Unless they took into account a lot of the moves he uses in the Mario and Luigi series. That could actually turn out really cool. And I would love to see Zangief versus Donkey Kong. Or Ganondorf versus Bison. M. Bison. You have to admit, all that purple punching power would just... oh, it would explode your mind. Number 4, Mega Man and Sonic. Oh, that's been done. Mega Man and Street Fighter... no. What if you did Mega Man and Metal Gear? Think about it. Two franchises whose publishers kicked out or otherwise fired the initial creators. It would be the perfect insult to both of them. But think about how there's the Mega Buster and the Mega Man helmet and all that in Dead Rising. Now imagine if Solid Snake got his hands on that kind of technology. Or Raiden, or someone else in the Metal Gear saga. Even if it wasn't just a full game, if just that somehow crossed over, that somehow happens, and the plot could be there's a new Metal Gear in development by Dr. Wily working with a terrorist organization, and the new Metal Gear is simultaneously the new Ultimate Maverick. Oh man, why would Dr. Wily be there though? Time travel stuff, and so Mega Man has to come into the past also and help Snake defeat him or something. And that would explain timeline stuff, because time travel always messes up timelines, so you could easily shoehorn in this Mega Man event anywhere into the Metal Gear timeline. And number 5, Sonic the Hedgehog and Bubsy the Bobcat. Enough said, really. Hello, and goodbye. As I said, I am in the middle of moving right now, so things are changing, things are hectic, so I just threw this together really quickly. I hope you don't mind. Games Grabber plug time. It's a cool website that you should follow me on. Check out all of my collections that I've built over the months, all of a certain theme, such as the best crossover games, games that had a great impact on the industry, and even my favorites. And now they do shirts too. And this is just a Games Grabber shirt. Completely Games Grabber exclusive. Like, I think the tag... what does the tag say? What does the tag say? Nothing that is useful! It says Games Grabber somewhere on it. Oh. Right there. Ooh. Games Grabber! Yeah. This shirt's pretty cool, actually. Mario gear, it's ridiculous.